This episode of Approach the Bar with DanceBeat is brought to you by Paragon Open Danceboard Championships. Finishing third, we had Peter and Isabella. They were very consistent tonight because they were third in each dance.
Well, you know, this is a new partnership. And I'm going to give every new partnership the benefit of the doubt that it's going to take time, you know, for things to gel, for things to come to fruition. But when you look at it on paper, when you look at the former U.S. champion dancing with the number 2 girl, you know, that just sounds like an unstoppable force. But, you know, I had to experience that myself. To be the champion and come back with another partner to try to be the champion again. It is really tough, emotionally, mentally. And so I'm proud of Peter that he wanted to come back. And I couldn't think of anybody, when you look at it again, you know, in the position that Isabella was in with Mazen, that was probably a really good call. It was a really, really good call because they're very, very experienced. But, you know, it's like a relationship. It takes a time to gel. And I think that they're still going to be, and the way that it's showing on the competition floor right now, it needs a little bit more time to gel. And I think that one of the things that they've got to be a little bit more aware of is the movement. Stillness is not necessarily a good competitive choice for me personally, because there's too much activity going on in the smooth. And if you're going to stand there for a bar or two or plus, I can't stand and watch that because I need to see what else is going on in the room. I get it. I get the emotion. I see the staccato moment. I see the stillness. I feel the hit, and it's going to catch my eye. But if you're going to stand there for 2 or 3 measures, I don't have 2 or 3 measures to miss what the other couples are doing. You know what I'm saying? And so artistically, it's beautiful. They're both very physically fit in their bodies. They use their bodies beautifully, but I think sometimes we don't make competitive choices, we just make the artistic choices. And this is not the style of dance that you can just make artistic choices in. One of the biggest elements of this style, again, is movement. And especially in the waltzes, you have got to swing and you have got to move, because our eyes are trained to follow that. And if it just keeps stopping, and if it keeps stopping and it keeps stopping, it worries me that our eyes will trail elsewhere, go somewhere else. And it's a shame because, you know, I always say, you know, when you dance by yourself, you look fantastic. But how do you look, you know, with you know, 5 other couples out on the floor? That's 10 more bodies, you know, that you've got to stand out to. And I don't care how tall, how short, how big, how fast, how slow you are. Movement is movement. And I can only go by my own experiences. What I thought was one of my stronger assets when I was dancing was the movement. And I know that it's gone way more artistic than it was when I was the U.S. champion, but I still, especially in the waltzes, just swing it out and move it.
Okay. So basically, these guys need a little bit more time to totally get it together so that they are challenging to win.
I mean, they're already challenging because there's so many good things that both of them have, you know, the ability to be able to do and to do it well, and to show it with 100% intention. But again, how competitive are the choices that you're making, you know? And one of the things that I have always kind of worried about Peter Perjou is that for some reason, he likes to hug the edge of the floor. And you can just get trapped, and I don't care who you are, you know, you're stuck in the corner on the edge of the floor, and there's just, you know, all this other activity that's going on out in the middle of the floor. And, you know, sometimes the ballrooms just aren't big enough for, you know, for a lot of people, and they need to cover a little bit more space. And so I've always been a little aware of that about his dancing, that he hugs that edge. And you got to get out in the middle of the floor, and you got to move down that line so we can see you.
Very interesting. Okay. Great insight as well. Guys, don't go anywhere. We're coming back with more. This episode of Approach the Bar with DanceBeat is brought to you by Paragon Open Danceboard Championships.